think I have all the buttons pushed. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back. I am Vormithrax, here for some more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. What's going on? How you guys doing this fine Monday? Windows around here. We are returning to Arachne. Arachne the 4th. I think everything else is running, looks like. Yeah, alright, so it looks like we're good. So again, Arachne the 4th, our 4th attempt at this particular one. Going pretty good. We're at a slow spot at the moment. We've got a chance to breathe. We got some pretty good gear for the first couple of days laying around. We've already taken care of our infection problem. The new meta solved that problem. The new meta for infections being go to an auto dock, get the injection with the strong antibiotic. And the infection goes away very, very quickly if you do that. Wait a minute. Something's not quite right. Oh, there we go. Now it looks okay. Alright, so yeah, kiddies, if you have an infection or you start a scenario with an infection, go find an auto dock. By far, the best thing to do. So if you absolutely can't find one, of course, take whatever antibiotics you come across, but put all your efforts into getting to an auto dock. Or your local pharmacy if you think it might have Destragon. Depends a lot on your world settings. If you're somebody who plays with lowered item drop rates, then it makes it even more imperative that you just go find an auto dock. So we've solved that problem. As you can see, we're in really good shape. Our hit points are good. We're an imperceptive healer. We're flimsy. For anybody that has not been following along with the challenge, we are Arachne, we're a Bionic Assassin, and we're attempting to overthrow the Demon Spider Queen. We're trying to replace the Demon Spider Queen. So we've got to somehow power ourselves up to super high level damage output or defenses or something, but we got to really pump up our abilities and then hope we can kill the Spider Queen. And I'm not allowed to use a vehicle and mounted weapons for that. I can run around, I can shoot her and all that. I just can't I can't just drive around her in a Humvee firing my 50 cal. So I've already done that multiple times, and we're not going to do that again. So it's going to be a not necessarily a hand-to-hand fight, but at least a fight on foot. It'll be magic versus magic and melee versus melee and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Probably will die horribly on the very first attempt, but that's all right. We're going to have fun between now and then. It's not the destination, it's the journey. So, to that end, we did do an infected start. The difficulty factor for this particular challenge is thus. We're playing a Strength 6 character who is also flimsy and an imperceptive healer. Those by themselves are pretty bad, but we've also got 30 days of evolution. So we've seen some pretty nasty stuff wander in the streets of the town we started in. We've also got double zombies, so twice as many zombies running around, and half items, so only 50% item drop rate. So it's been pretty good. I'm still not quite sure I'm happy with my balance on the evolution. I still think I might move it to 40-20 instead of... Yeah, 40-20 instead of 30-30. I think it's a little on the high end on the evolution. We've got a pretty large concentration of pretty high-end zombies, which is not quite my intent when I'm fiddling with those. I want a sprinkling of high-level zombies. Every once in a while, I want to be surprised by something fun and cool. But currently with 30-30, man, it's been vicious out there. It's been some pretty nasty stuff that's shown up. So we'll keep playing with that. We'll try 40-20 next time, probably. So yeah, there have been some other changes. I updated the mod info file so that I got the Magiclysm graphics added back in. I had forgotten to do that when we started this run. So I've updated the Some Dead Guy Tileset as well as added the mod pack info for the Magiclysm graphics. So we should be getting all of that glorious graphical splendor. And I've also updated the build, so something you need to know about the builds. You're not following recent, chatter all over the place. A new thing called Weariness has been added in. So, where was that? 11.017, so 11017. That build added the Weariness setup. Basic implementation of Weariness tests, and so on. So, basically... the higher activity level endeavors, digging trenches, jackhammering, chopping trees, various things, will basically increase your weariness stat, at which time you then start getting accumulating issues. It'll show up, not weakness, by the way, it's a weariness thing. I don't have it yet because we're just starting. But it'll show up in your effects list and tell you what's going on, and the worse it is, I don't know exactly how many different things it affects or touches. I know the main thing I've seen or read about people experiencing is that it vastly increases the time to complete tasks. So if you're super tired and you keep trying to dig a ditch, instead of digging that ditch in 1 hour, it might take you 10 hours. So the more weary you get, the slower the activity becomes. So you need to rest and put some sleep periods in between and so on. So it's stretching out and reducing what things the player is going to accomplish in short periods of time again. So they're further stretching out how long it takes to do things. Which is happening all over the game. I mean, it's happening with crafting, it's happening with activities, it's happening everywhere in the game. So it's here. We're gonna experience it. we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of curious now where my weakness came from. What was I around that gave me any kind of radiation? I'm trying to think of what I could have possibly gotten near that gave me some radiation. So here's our map. We did a little bit of driving around, but I don't remember going near anywhere that would have had radiation. I'm not sure where I picked up the weakness. I assume that's from a little bit of radiation. That's where I believe that comes from. But, however. Okay, so when we finished up on Friday, we had come back to our base after a bunch of running around. We had some near escapes. But we managed to collect a fair amount of stuff, so we've got a nice little base sitting in this basement of the house on the outer edge of the towns here. I'm not really happy about living in basements. It can be a bit of a problem when the zombies decide to come down and visit you en masse. So I usually prefer to get out of them as quickly as possible, but we're going to be here a while. We got a long way to go and a lot of advancement stuff to deal with. And I haven't also dealt with proficiencies yet. We have a proficiency section here. And I haven't done a run in quite a while where I really crafted much of anything that took any time. And I'm curious how long it's going to take to do things for crafting. I haven't really encountered that yet as an issue. So that's another thing that we're going to deal with is proficiencies. Because I believe crafting like survivor armor and such is going to take a lot longer now without proficiency. So I know very little about the system and what it's going to take to raise it and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see as we go. But expect things to be a little different, take a little longer than previously. So yeah, so that's where we're at kind of right now. So it is 1 in the morning, day 63. At the end of Friday, I was debating with myself what I wanted to do next. The ideas were either sit here and read and get some levels done, or make a run down to this library, which I'm really loath to do just because it's dangerous out there. Really dangerous. And running around in the city, even at night with our night vision ability, it's dangerous. There's a lot of nasty stuff out there. I mean, we've seen Night Stalkers and all sorts of stuff that has come up on me by surprise, and that's not pleasant and can go downhill really, really quickly. So that is idea one, is to try to get to the library. That way I have a much better selection of books to take a look at and to read. There's also a hardware store in that area. So maybe I can get a pickaxe or a jackhammer out of a hardware store. We've already got all the basic tools. So we've done pretty well on stuff. You know, things and stuff. Everything, everybody loves to grab things and stuff. So we've got the hacksaw, the hammer, the screwdriver set, and the wrench. So we have all the basic tools covered. We got a lot of the intermediate stuff with flashlights and rubber hose and all that kind of stuff as well. We got our binos. We got a fair amount of medicine, but not a huge supply. We have an atomic coffee maker, so I can boil water whenever I want without having to fire things up. We're mainly using our monoblade for combat, but I've carried around these because I do actually like to have a blunt weapon with me as well to switch things out for certain situations, or to take doors down and such. But yeah, you can kind of see what we got. We got a fairly good mix of all of the other, most of the other random stuff. We've also got a pretty good supply of footage. There's the footage. So nothing in a huge quantity, but that's a fair amount of calories laying around. So we should be pretty good for a while for the calories. What else? I think that's most of the stuff. So our gear's in fairly good shape. Nothing too special in what we're using. It's mostly found gear. And we do have a gun. We do have an M4 with some spare mags of ammo. But you guys know me. I very rarely use the guns except for in very specific circumstances. So, is there an NPC sync? Places where we can go to get NPC like Migo Scout Tower? Well, first let me explain. I hate NPCs. I never play with NPCs. I don't touch NPCs. I don't talk to NPCs. I'm not the NPC guy. Don't ask me about NPC stuff. Let's just put it that way. I don't even want to answer questions about NPCs. So hopefully the audience can help you out with those questions. I'm pretty out of date on NPCs because I just really dislike them. So I am the sole survivor of the apocalypse. There are no other living humans. But yeah, I could probably answer most of your general questions just because I do keep up to date on the game, but I am not gonna. I really just don't like NPCs. So, what are we going to do? Either sit tight. Here's our book list, by the way. We did find a beginner's guide to magic, so we do have Magic Missile and Phase Portal. I believe it's Phase Portal. No, Phase Door. We have Magic Missile and Phase Door available to us to study and learn. It takes a long time to get them to an effective level, although Phase Door you can get to a useful level really early because it's just a short-range teleport. Emergency teleport, so if you get trapped in a corner or something, you can try to use it to get out of a corner. And sometimes you can use it strategically for other reasons, to get into things, if you're patient with using it. But yeah, we don't have much else, as you can see. We're really limited in what else I can actually try to level up right now. So, before I hunker down to do a bunch of reading, I really do want to go try to get into that library and expand our learning opportunities. So, with that in mind, we're probably going to go ahead and start the night off the dangerous way and go for a trip into the town. So, let's see. We have no negative effects other than a little bit of weakness. I don't think I have any Russian blue. And parasitic, or fungicide we've got, anti-parasitics, antifungal, but no Prussian blue yet. So I can't do much about the radiation, which is where I assume this weakness is coming from. I don't remember. I believe I slept the day away, and we've just been running around for a short bit, so I think we're quite a ways from being tired or anything like that. We haven't been doing any particularly strenuous activities other than the occasional sprint. So, let's go ahead and turn the flashlight off, check our current gear. Clothing's fine. I shouldn't actually need these tools. I say that, and then I end up wanting them while I'm out, but, yeah, I'll keep them. I'm not too worried about maxing out my carry capacity. Although books are going to be pretty bulky. We'll probably find more books than I can carry back with me. I'm going to try to go down there with the bike, and we can load the bike up a bit as well. Is the hiking backpack worth grinding for? You can find them pretty commonly. I don't generally have a problem finding hiking backpacks on zombies. So they're a fairly common item to see dropped now. Just either kill zombies yourself or go to places where there are a lot of dead zombies and check your item, your V item list. And hiking backpacks show up pretty often. So I haven't really felt the need to grind for hiking backpacks for a while. Once I noticed just how common they were. Just depends on your circumstances, of course. It's still my favorite backpack. It's probably not as good as some others after the changes that were made, but I'm a habitual player, so until something comes along that's noticeably better or worse, if somebody can explain the reasons for me, then maybe I'll switch, but hiking backpack tends to be the one I go for. Oh yeah, yep, you'll find them on dead zombies. You'll also occasionally find them in houses, but I tend to get more from zombies than I get from houses. No, Molly Pack's okay. They're all good for different reasons. Well, I mean, some are bad, but you just got to understand the differences between them and whether they're rigid or not, and the encumbrance versus volume ratios and all that kind of stuff. So, just depends on what your needs are. I prefer to have a single thing I can just shrug off my shoulders and have everything hit the ground type of setup myself. I don't pay too much attention to this kind of stuff. So, oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Fancy. Holy crap. Well, that helps out a bit. So there's now highlighters for parent and child inventory. So if I highlight the dress shirt with 4 items, we're now getting highlighters on which 4 items are actually inside that that container. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's you can't scroll this list while looking at this list, it looks like. So, I mean, if I have more items that will fit on this screen, it's not gonna, I assume it's not gonna show me unless there's an independent way of scrolling that left-hand side. So, not sure how useful it is if you've only got partial information. Maybe I need to just pick up a few more things and see how it looks. Let's switch to that mode. Yeah, it still highlights there as well, but they're all in order on this view mode, so make a difference. But at least you can see everything because you can scroll the entire list. Okay. Oh, it works in reverse too. So highlighting that now shows the parent location where it's at. I guess that will work when you have a longer screen. I mean, it doesn't clutter the screen up any, so more info is good in my opinion, as long as it's not at the expense of anything else. Okay, what was I talking about? I was checking my gear to see if I had everything I wanted. I was debating whether I wanted to take the tools. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, we're gonna. My audio is crackly. Why is my audio crackly? It's not been crackly previous times. Is anybody else experiencing crackly audio? I'm gonna bet it's your side, not my side. Had my audio pretty rock solid for quite a while. Dude, your speakers are awful crackly. How do you get repair nanobots CBM? You kill a whole lot of zombies. trying to target to get a specific CBM is really, really hard. I haven't kept track very well of which zombies have which categories of CBMs, but typically I just go for bio-operators. Bio-operators, incandescent husks, a few techs. The techs have a few things that I usually like. I hate scientists. I hate those guys. I don't usually deal with shockers, so... Nah, we're gonna sit here in the basement for the next 5 hours. I could pretty easily accomplish that if you'd like. Unfortunately, that's a big part of the game now, especially as they keep stretching the gameplay out further and further and further, making everything take longer. So you think it was bad in the past, just gonna get worse. Are bio-ops the only zombies worth dissecting? It really depends on the game I'm playing and the challenge I'm running. I really hate the dissection system, and I suspect the weariness factor is going to exacerbate the dissection problems that I have. So, I think the dissection system is stupid, and I dislike it, and it's going to get worse now that we have weariness involved, unless they've made some other changes since. So, I think it's just dumb that a dissection takes 45 minutes, regardless of whether you are 0 first aid skill or 14 first aid skill. I would like to believe somebody that's, you know, the god doctor among men could probably accomplish one a little faster than somebody with no skill. But no, it takes 45 minutes every damn time. Or longer, now that we have weariness. But between, they nerfed it hardcore. Between changes to the success rates, between the time frame and so on, I don't often do dissections. Every once in a while, but not too often. So let's go ahead and get moving. We'll get something done here. Got everything I need. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. Let's see. It's gonna be. I gotta always rein myself in when I first start playing each night, because I tend to not be cautious enough, and I get myself into really early trouble every time. Let's go ahead and we're not quite full power, but we're close enough. So we'll get our night vision turned on. Got our bike parked out front. I've been trying to keep the area fairly clear. I think I have a few zombies, like a bloated zombie out back here. We just parked this Humvee up here at the end of the episode. We need to get some fuel for it, I believe, is the only thing I need, really. If I'm remembering properly. Let's go take a look real quick. Remind myself of what I finished up on Friday. So, we've got 4.8. I guess I don't need that much fuel. That'll get me going for a while. It's the armored car, not a Humvee. I'm not used to the new graphics for the vehicles yet. Batteries at 1%, huh? I don't want to turn it on and let it run for a while just to make sure the battery charges. Or doesn't. Yeah, it's the water pump, so it'll start up and drive just fine. I think I am. Let's start it up if it will. Nope. Now it's going to be out of power. Oh, it did. Holy crap. 1% and we got 3 chances to start it? Alright, that kind of surprises me a bit. I thought it would have zeroed out the battery on the first attempt. Wait 5 minutes. Check. No. Check battery. 7%. Wait. Alright, we should be good now. 22%'s fine. So we have 2 vehicles that can work now. We've got... oh, wait, is that my only vehicle? Now I'm forgetting. That vehicle's not drivable. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we got this vehicle, and we've got the armored car. So we got a couple of options now. So, do I want to try to get a vehicle down to the library? That would let me, if I can do it, stay quiet enough. That'd let me load the vehicle up and then drive back out again. Problem's going to be, in order to get there, I'd have to make sure I have a path through right here. I need to be able to get to this street and come down and then park somewhere right around this area. How big is this basket? 25? 20. Well, it's got the hatchback, has hatches in the back, so it's got a plenty of cargo space for the books. I would be able to fill it up with books and not exceed the capacity. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's go first, double check to make sure we've got room. We'll take a bike ride down to that area, and we'll see if we've got a clear route with the car. Hey, zombies. There's one of the bloated. Trees and trees. I might be able to get the vehicle through here. And or just go around the other side. Don't approach from this side. This is the question mark right here. Yep, we can get through there. We can easily get a vehicle in between these 2 trees. So we do have access with a vehicle to get to this spot. The benefit of the vehicle is I can just run shit over. If I don't like what I see, I can just run it over. With the bicycle, it gets really dangerous if I get myself into any kind of a group or a crowd because the turn radius in the bike is so bad and I can so easily get yanked off of it or run into something that steps into my path and get halted and then get dogpiled. So the vehicle has its downsides, yes. But the noise from the vehicle is usually not a factor. There are reasons and benefits and disadvantages to both methods. I think I'm going to keep on the bike for the moment. Until I see something I really don't like the looks of, we'll stick with the bike for now. I'm going to go ahead and take the south route here. See, this is another good thing to know, is where do I have blockages if I am going to bring the vehicle over. I'm still on the lookout for other vehicles. Ooh, 4x4 with wheels. Security system. Gasoline's draining. Possible it works until the gas dries out, but let's not worry about it for now. Police car with wheels. No controls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Long fire truck. No tools, unfortunately. Trying to remember, usually in that center spot is, what? Fire extinguisher? I think I saw something else one time, too. Yep, fire extinguisher. I suppose you work the wheels. Alright, so we can zigzag. Whoops, something red appeared on my people tracker. Shock zombie. Where is Mr. Shock Zombie? Way the hell down there. That must be... Is there a... I'm not sure why that crowd of electrical zombies is down that direction. No particular reason. So far, things are looking pretty good. Just a couple more blocks and we can get to the library. See if the vehicle lot has anything fun. Just a scooter. Mini bike. No thanks. Rather have a regular bike. Hills. Alright, let's keep going down. Oops, now we're getting to zombies in the streets. Nah, it has nothing to do with crouching in the seat of the car. You don't need to crouch. Zombies can't see you anyway when you're driving around in the dark. The headlights are way up here. You are sitting here. The headlights only provide light from this point forward, so as long as you're a couple spaces back, that space should register as very dark and you register as very dark, so you are not visible to the zombies unless they're like right next to you. You don't have to worry about zombies seeing you while you're driving your car around. That doesn't happen, barring certain weird vehicles configurations. I demonstrate that fairly regularly with how the vision system works and the light system. Not liking that group. Too many things in the way there. Launcher wouldn't have anything to do with anything you're having a problem with in-game. Launcher's just a copy utility. It's not going to cause in-game weirdness that other people wouldn't have, regardless of whether they use the launcher or not. Erg. This, I don't like this. I got a howling waif. They're gonna make noise. We got hunters. We got flyers. We got bloateds. I think I might back up, try the other route. You can just drive fast between them. You mean bike ride fast between them into an area I have not yet seen, and which may be even worse, and then I have a whole crap load of stuff behind me that has already detected me collapsing in? That's how you get killed. That's a terrible idea. Gotta be super cautious when you're... Whoa! Like that! Shady zombie just grabbed me. Bad shady zombie. Now I've got this horrible, horrible turn radius. I can't get a clean path. The way you usually get killed when you're running through cities is by continuously running into more dangers. Then you eventually run out of stamina. And like I show right here, I've got zombies collapsing in behind me, cutting off my retreat, and this bike has a really wide turn radius, so eventually I'd have to bail off the bike, and then it becomes a foot race into constant enemies. Turns on a dime? If it's about a 14-foot wide dime, sure. It's a pretty thin, wide dime. 1, 2, 3 shock zombies. What the hell? Apparently electronic stores now have boatloads of shock zombies attached to them. don't like doing this. Okay, library is there, so we're getting close. I got 2 parking garages just north of it. Publix. Unknown concentration of zombies in the area. Oh, that is not good stuff. Hard turn to the west, right through this side of this house, to the back of the library, or straight in front. As soon as I make the turn, I'm basically stuck. If there's anything in front of me, I'm going to have a big problem. I'm going to commit to the turn. No zombies. No zombies. Nice and quiet back area here. There we go. Perfect. Access to the library right there. Parking garage with a clean vehicle. Yep, pristine vehicle that I think you can get out. I don't know if there's a barrier across the front of the garage. Alright, we made it. I'm tempted to go backwards to forwards, meaning go to the farthest location that I want to try to investigate, but right now, books are the most important thing I'm looking for. I am going to hop into here real fast, though. What do we got? Nothing too exciting. Wow, you can just drive this thing right out of here, huh? Well, that's interesting. So, security system, if it's got the keys in it, I can drive it right out. If it does not, then we're not going to be able to utilize it. It had the keys in it! Well, okay then. That changes things quite a bit. Now, we are going to fold this bike up, pick it up. Put it in the trunk. You can fold certain bicycles. Not all bicycles. Depends on the bike. That bike is foldable. Which makes this pretty nice if I can get into the library with a minimum of fuss. We're going to get some attention. I am going to break this back window to get in. Okay, cookbooks. Can't remember. I don't think I have any of these because, you know, they're all red. 1 in 1. I have no idea if these are useful or not. Terrible list. Well, there we go. Low level, mid level, and final. So we've already got. I need the low level, and I need the final. We've already got the middle one. Food fashions is supposed to be good. Alright, we'll grab one of the food fashions. Didn't mean to grab 2 of that. Well, that's it. That's all we're going to get. This library sucks. It's missing several complete divisions of books. Go ahead and ditch these before I... anything else. Alright, first group of books is in. Yeah, terrible library. Just terrible. Let's see if we can get over to the hardware store and have any better luck. Hazmat's gonna hear me before I get over this fence. Yeah. Up here, Hazmat. Let's fight in the middle of the alleyway. Oh, let's go Bionic Combatives. Where are you? Hey, look at that. Prussian blue. Let's go ahead and have a Prussian blue. Quicklime for more Prussian blue. Okay. Jackhammer of some kind. I need the drill. Have some meat jerky. Patties. Rebar. Please be a gas powered. Damn it. Oh well. Not even gonna pick that thing up. Eat those things with a passion. Nine glass jars. Okay, hardware store 1 complete. No back door. Sporting goods would be another good one to go check out. Bitter. No wheels. So, 2 more hardware stores. I don't think I'm going to push any further than that. If I even push that far. Don't need 301. I got the other. There's 2 different books for the middle levels. We've got the advanced programming or whatever it was. Yeah, boy. Not good. We're gonna have to be... We're gonna have to kill quietly in the middle of a crowd. And the guys behind me are on my scent trail now. I hate child zombies. I've mentioned that before. I really hate child zombies. That would be why. Now we're grabbed. Failed the break. Failed the break. Now I've got 4 guys, and it's going to get worse and worse. Going to have a conga line going on here. A tiny bit of running. Ambulance with gear, huh? A whole bunch of zombies. And feral humans. Let's kill this guy with chasing me real quick. Cracklins, rotten cracklins. Yum yum. That is not a good look. Well, this one's a bust as well. Don't want to pop out that door. Hey there, buddies. Not sure how you knew I was in here, but good job. Away from the... this guy's gonna make noise. I didn't want him sitting here banging on the fence, drawing in the other zombies. That's why I came back over. For anybody that's wondering. Okay, what do we got this time? Hacksaw, metal file set, repair kits. Still not what I was hoping for, unfortunately. I want to say I've already got the wood saw. Can't remember. A nice little section. Look at that. Hacksaw, hammer, screwdriver set, wood saw, wrench, all in one space. On 50% item drop rate. Crazy. We'll grab that and that. A lawnmower in a box. Okay. Struck out again. Good old 50% drop rate. Okay, houses, don't care. Clothing, 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 I don't care. Subways, multiple subways, all next to each other, huh? Already got all the tools. Pickaxe jackhammer's really the only thing I'm looking for. Good chance for them in there, but I'm getting a little nervous about how far I am from my escape point. Why didn't I take the bike with me? Because I can't maneuver with it. As long as I'm within a reasonable distance of the car, I don't feel the need for the bike. It's... Those subways are pushing it, though. Uh-oh. Multi-engine might be drivable, might not. Hey there, buddies. Alright, so we got a little bit of too much tension there. Getting a little nervous about how far we're going here. If it stays clear, I'm going to keep pushing and see if we can get to that other subway. We're clear. Go see how many zombies are in the lower section. It shows me one initially, but then of course it's a necromancer, and then how many more? The necro can see me. Chances I can lure those guys to one side, rush in and grab what I want, and get out of here. And or kill them slowly. Soldiers. Yeah, it's gonna be too many. Go check the other ones. Surprised I haven't had a Night Stalker show up yet. Dog's gonna hear me. Still running all of my implants. We're 192. Could have killed him where he was. Now he's attracting attention. Oops. 111. Poor doggo. Come on, get in here. Oh, this is my opportunity. Jackhammer! Damn it! Stop with the electrics! Nope. Guy could see me. Gas, please. Ah. Actually, I didn't get to see that one. Ooh. Oh, no, we're out of here. Nope. Not worth risking that. Alright, let's go take one more look over. If they've moved around any. Yeah, there's a brainless zombie blocking the stairs. A and B C suit. Armored, impermeable, full body suit. Functions as body armor, protecting from nuclear, biological, and chemical hazards. Hey Necro, you need to die. I'll have a good way of killing you without... If it wasn't for that Necro, this would be pretty easy. Oh, remember how heavy the jackhammer is either. Might feed my weight ratio, weight limit.